where we last left off, the guys did a bunch of stuff. A lot of talking. A lot of figuring out what's going on. And then amongst that, they researched a location, and they did some sneaky stuff there where they found somebody was preparing weaponry and or upgrades for Kiloton, and they sabotaged what they believe to be a device that would inject some sort of drug or chemical into Kiloton during the fight. And in addition, they got samples of same said drug and came back. Upon which Mike got a phone call. The whole party got a phone call from Bianca, cueing them into how they want to approach the upcoming fight. And then she spoke to just Mike, and now they're married. And so,
just like that, we heard a
like
shotgun go off.
Crazy. I did. Clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
So, after that occurs, you guys know Mike went off to his room. I don't even know that the party necessarily knows. And at this point...
It's their honeymoon, dude. You don't interrupt that.
It's about...
Via hologram.
It's about half an hour later, and she calls back.
He didn't last long.
That's about 15 times longer than I expected.
Do we have to talk about this?
I believe it's perfectly normal, Helios. That's how you recreate.
It is. You don't have to talk about it. I mean, some people do.
I mean, there's some stuff I don't tell you about Spicy Mike.
Good.
Dale just like trails off looking in the distance.
Let me just... I'm going to forward this right to his room. I think, right?
Maybe. Just maybe say hello first and then...
Okay.
Go ahead, Exterminator, and there's some stuff I don't tell you about Spicy Mike.
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll your thing that has yet to succeed.
I mean, if it's higher than these values, it's probably never going to succeed. I got a +2 to this. It's like, I'm pretty smart, but that's as good as it gets.
Okay. Nothing goes. Nothing goes.
Nope, we don't do anything around here.
No. Not with that roll. Not with that roll.
What the hell's the DC on this thing?
Well, it's got to be higher 25. Than 9.
I mean,
good lord.
Admittedly,
I know, but I've rolled well in the past, 7. And then it was still like, nah. It was like I rolled a 17 or something one time. And he was like, nope, not good enough.
It's higher than this.
I mean, if it's higher than a 9, we're fucked,
if it's higher than 9, guys.
I think I've seen you roll higher on this die than a 12 once.
Yeah, and I failed that too.
All about context, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Bianca calls.
Bogart.
Gentlemen, I'm so very sorry. I have a transport on way. I've spoken with Dax, and what I'm going to do is set Dax up with a promoter who is going to simply assist Dax in hyping up his end of things, because he's had a lapse. There is enough chatter because, to be perfectly honest, of a mission I put all of you on. The least I could do is attempt to get Dax's name out there in a more aggressive fashion to build up a larger audience for this event. So I'm sorry to pull him off task, but in addition, Mike will have to come with him. Just to, if we have to break things apart, then at the very least, hello, Radvar. At the very least, let's keep you boys in secure units, and I do have some personal things to discuss with Michael.
Say no more. Absolutely. And from what I can tell, Dax's fans seem to really like Mike.
Well, that's what I was thinking. And at the same time, even if Dax is seen as somewhat passé, Mike doesn't even care if he's a punching bag, so he's the perfect comic relief for any situation to bring him along. It attracts people, and Mike is just so lovable. So that brings me to you three, which is honestly something maybe you can assist me with. I have yet to find Mr. Brock. I am searching for Mr. Brock, and he was last seen at Chain by TMC, which is the closest city adjacent to where the Killer Cage is being upgraded and prepared for Dax's competition. If you could locate Mr. Brock, I'd be willing to pay the three of you 40,000 credits.
Wow, say no more.
Sure. Do that. Certain we can.
Now,
What are the
I have
stipulations?
I would like him back alive and as unharmed as possible. I need to be able to speak to him. I need to understand the circumstances of how he extracted the information from Subsite Bridge. We have to have a discussion, and he has to be in a state of mind that he can have that discussion. So I would like him in one safe. I would like him to feel relatively safe in your custody. Now,
And if we were to find him already not state.
if he is detained by somebody else,
Dead. One.
if he's dead, I need to know. And if he's dead, I would want you to do what you can to retrieve the body, because I know people that might be able to get further information on a genetic level that would cue us into maybe some hints in the right direction. So,
Okay.
if he's not back alive, I 40,000 for him alive. If you bring back a body, 20. If you have to take down resistance along the way, that's a bonus. Take whatever you need. Anything you find on them is yours. Be careful, gentlemen. If he's inside the city limits, you're dealing with TMC and Mestry, and they're always well geared, and they don't mess about. That said, TMC is... I know Amestri are also prone to bribes, though TMC is somewhat cutting edge. At the same time, they don't really pay a lot of their blue-collar workers really what they should be for the time they put in. TMC tends to value their think tanks over the boots on the ground. So I would try coercion first before you jump to... I really don't want you boys thrown into an ionosphere. That is a bad way. But Mr. Brock is incredibly valuable to me right now. If he's responsible for the leak, which all signs indicate, then he was subject to a lot of information. And he's a target. So.
All right. Well, we will find your man.
Great. Thank you.
I believe the price would be 40,050 credits.
And why is it 40,050, 09?
Because you cannot split 40,000 between three people equally.
Make a... Make a... Is persuasion a thing? I don't remember anymore.
It's
Bluff?
diplomacy.
No, diplomacy.
It's
Give me
diplomacy
diplomacy.
or bluff.
Give me diplomacy.
I am very well trained at diplomacy. Ugh, that's fantastic, because I have no bonus.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. Fucking 15. Nice job.
Fair enough. I'm sorry for not looking out for an even split, 09. That's a very fair point. 40,050 credits. Will do.
That's
Appreciate
good.
it.
He has a real hard time with those like repeating numbers at the end. You
It's
know?
true.
Like
I
the dot
spend
dot dot
hours
just doesn't
on them.
translate. I think it's a lot. Keeps him up at night.
Yeah.
It
Repeating
locks up my
threes.
subsystems.
It's too many.
Now, last I checked, you guys are still docked.
Yeah, we're
at
on
Nima
Nima
Station.
Station after
Yeah.
having just come back from that.
From your sneakiness. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Thank you.
You?
She sends you a little brief intel, and it states that Wyatt Brock was last seen by her spotter and chained by TMC, and he was last in the trail for him went cold at a Kim and Go. He was seen leaving a cafe and entering the service area where ships have their fusion drives refueled and repaired, and somewhere in the service area he disappeared. Nobody found him after that.
All right. Hey, 09. Making sure.
You'll have to repeat
like-
that again.
I feel like your
communicator
comm
was
keeps
cutting
cutting
out.
out.
Son of a bitch.
Keeps cutting out.
Do you mind making sure no one's listening in?
Agreed. I put
Yeah,
a
that's a
scan
good
on all
idea.
frequencies.
You find of the 372 active frequencies in within your scanning range. What is your scanning range, by the way?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. I thought for a hot second it was more like a radio frequency. Within 60 feet, you know that there are actively about 27 signals that are in the air of a variety of sources, and 3 seem to be openly listening to ambient chatter.
Well, hopefully my comms are a bit better here, but I think we should get out to deep space before we discuss this further. Let Dax and Mike get picked up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I agree.
I mean,
Spicy
it's real
needs to
weird.
get his groove on.
Yeah. I think it's weird that she don't know stuff.
You guys head back
I don't
to
know what
the
you're
Bogart.
talking about.
I don't know. She paying us to do stuff that I don't think there's any real value to.
That
Uh,
is okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in a. Let's get out of Nima.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like you're trying to tell me something. Like maybe there's like something I'm supposed to not be doing or something. Yeah. So like talking about the mission,
That yes,
like specifically that guy.
yes.
Oh. Okay. And so we wait.
Yep. So once Dax and Mike have departed, we're on the Bogart off of Nima.
You guys are on the Bogart off of Nima. At the dock, Dax and Mike were picked up by Lashunta small shuttle. And it was a service of a chain. You guys are both familiar with Panaport, which is the IAMU-sponsored Pana shuttle service. It is as generic as it can be.
Perfect. All right. So, I feel like that Brock guy is gonna have a rough time of things.
I think we're about to have a rough time of things. We're good now, yeah, 09?
Oh, communications are secure.
So, what are we going to do about this?
As I say that, I do a quick scan to make sure none of us are bugged.
None of you are currently bugged. You do note, however, a signal at the moment you are checking is coming inward for... You pick up just you pick it up a couple milliseconds, which is like, to you, almost minutes, with your processing speed, before it pings on Exterminator's comm, and it's a message that is coming from... Because you're currently searching, you actually know it's Trail, and it is currently coming from Kemmer.
Message for you coming from Kimmer.
It's Doug.
Thanks so much.
It's
Oh,
Doug.
it's my agent. All right, just be real quiet. Hey, Doug.
Hey, it's my beautiful baby boy. All right, now, are you gonna be ready for David Pan Day?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, what day is that going to be? Like for the filming?
Oh, well, yeah, we gotta have that ready. So, in about 2 weeks, we're gonna be starting to set things up so that by next month, it's gonna air on David Pan Day night.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful, baby. We got the gate girl dancers. We're currently fleshing that out right now.
I also can't believe you guys got them. That's crazy.
Why we're doing this up special, so
That's a beautiful
everything for you. Now we're gonna have you saving the gate from. We can't do bad robots anymore because it's not how. It's not done. It's
not
bad for
PC,
relations.
they said?
Yeah, we don't like that. So we're gonna have you fighting some bugs, and we're gonna have you fighting the Worm King, who will have
nice.
taken over the gate with his court of flagellation, and so they're gonna get in there, and then you're gonna have to save some of the girls, and they're gonna be all wrapped up. It's gonna be just amazing. There's also gonna be a shuttle full of orphans that you're gonna have to save as well. No,
That's real subtle. I like
no,
that.
I'm sorry. Jesse's telling me it can't be orphans. What are we doing this time? You know, because with the train on the episode, it was
Oh,
orphans. Right. What are we doing? Uh-huh. Really? Oh, okay. It's gonna be a boys slam ball team. Really? Yeah, okay. Can we get some babies in there somehow? Okay, we're gonna work on it. It's still in the details. Anyway, that's not really why I called, baby. You got a message that came in. They were looking for you, but I don't want to bother you with this stuff. So, but I vetted it. It's legit. It's not some bullshit thing, and it's about Dax.
Okay.
You make of it what you will. I'm really sorry to trouble you, but I wanted to, I don't want to waste your time. So. Yeah, good luck. It's attached, so you guys have a great day, okay? David Pan Day.
All right, we'll be making that money.
Gate special. Freeing up girls.
That was weird.
Kind of a weird guy.
Gee, thank you. Somebody got the joke.
I had to wait until your conversation was over. I love that.
Thank
Early
you.
Android technology was PC. I enjoyed that.
I let that one float out there, and I was like, man, I feel like I was born in the wrong generation.
Agreed.
So, all right, let's see what this thing is real quick.
It pops up, and you see Hans and Lars, who you've seen on Dax's call, but this time they're both dressed in suits, and they have a nice
I know what this is
background,
gonna be.
like this is some sort of a business kind of call. They both have paperwork in front of them. Hello, Mr. Exterminator. My name is Hans, and this is Lars, but I want you to understand we're very sorry to disrupt you in this day, and we need your help. You see, the man you know as Dax Schatz that is not his real name. Dax is in actuality, and this appears, Dax, the man you know as Dax Schatz, was born Daxter Schillinger, and he was a patient in the care of the Shepherd Hills Psychiatric Center. We
What?
are agents that our main job is to bring in people for their own safety. And so in the way one, I guess, would put us in the same track as bounty hunters, but we are not violent people. And we do not track down criminals. We are simply agents whose job is to bring in people who are in need of help. And we are currently working for Shepherd Hills, and by request and special pay of Daxter's family. Daxter, he's left behind a family that is currently looking for him, concerned about his mental health and his well-being. So I'm very sorry to put all this on your plate. Lars and I, and then Lars is like, we've been playing in to Daxter's delusion that he has commissioned a weapons line, and this was simply so we could maintain and build a rapport with him and long-term contact to keep a better track on where he's been since he cut his feed. So, again, I know this is an awful lot, and I just please, our number is attached. Whatever you might need from us, please, we would love to work with you. Dax is very sick, and he wants to throw himself into the heart of danger to relive the traumas he thinks that defines him. And this is not healthy, and it is not who he really is, and he has left behind people that miss him. Please help us get into a healthy and safe place. Thank you. And then it cuts.
Damn, that was heavy as hell.
Wow.
Huh. Wow. You know, that makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah. I mean, so they're spying on Dax because he's a mental health patient?
The way it kind of came across to me there is he was like, checked himself out or something. Maybe he shouldn't have been. Maybe he's on the loose.
Seems like an awful lot to dump on strangers, though. I mean, I know we know him. They know that clearly, but
well, I mean, think about it this way, right? Like he's in the biz, and people in the biz only talk to people in the biz, really, realistically. You know, so like if it's part of his thing, you know, like, yeah, I'm a big time entertainer. he's probably going to want to be hearing it from an entertainer, right? Like maybe don't jump in the volcano with a killer tainer, you know?
Sure. So,
Wow, look at them pictures. You think he was in there from like, you think he actually served in the war?
he said he did. Yeah.
Like, I don't know we ever really looked into that. I mean, I never really thought to look into it, but
I don't know. Just to my knowledge, Levi, he never said anything that seemed like out of character for someone who would have been military. I know we were different branches, but like
No.
nothing about it seemed.
And the way he in the past has discussed the robot wars, he referenced some things in conversation, tactics, and specific fights that imply if he is a liar, then he is a very well-researched liar.
I mean, this is a lot, but I kind of feel like maybe we need to shelve this till we can actually talk to Dax about it. I don't feel very good about getting this information behind his back. Makes me feel weird.
yeah, I mean, it's not ideal. I don't know. I mean, he could fight. I think. I mean, I've seen him fighting. He's all right.
He's making money doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we just need to do a real good job, make sure he doesn't lose in this situation.
Well,
Are you saying people are lying to him just to keep him in control?
potentially?
Yeah, I think that's right.
How would that help him?
Might not. Might be helping them, not him.
I mean, it could be like one of them things where like the family is all ashamed of him. Yeah, lock him up somewhere, and then he gets out and he's like all over the TV, and people are like, "Oh my God, look at that Shots family." Oof. I heard they are up to all kinds of stuff.
He is making something of a spectacle of himself all over the freaking net.
Is it bad?
Depends on your perspective, I guess.
Really depends on who's it might be embarrassing to some people, you know, if they're all like, you know, I don't know, like not like corpos, but like, you know, like richy people, you know, reputations and stuff.
Yeah. Not talking about this without him here. We should talk to him about it.
So
Right.
derps.
Hey, it's a derps.
Yeah, I mean, we could look into it, I guess, but we got this other thing we got to do first. Sounds like, and
Right. I'm worried about that.
yeah, I don't think that Brock guy is going to make it.
Well, I mean, and no one's listening in, right, 09?
Double checking.
The last 5 seconds, you've been hacked by Hans and Franz.
Before I say anything horribly incriminating.
I love how paranoid the group's become.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
of technology.
Hey, if it
They're
goes
like-
both ways, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like, what did Clint just do last episode? Shit, does that mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, we were
Yep.
screwed.
Mhm.
Yep.
No, it's radio silence. Whatever signals are out there are transmitting. Nothing is a tight beam that's listening in on specifically your ship.
All right, and then we're en route to. We dropped off. Rock on Gramano, right? And that's also where the kiloton
Mhm.
is
Yes.
happening. So we're en route to Gramano then, as we're having this discussion.
Yeah, we're en route to the location. It's like right next to the kiloton thing,
Right.
the killer cage. There we go.
As you
I
guys
don't know how long that'll take us, but
as you guys pull in, you actually pass, while in Atmo, over a low mountain range, the lowest of which actually has multiple craters on the shallow end that dip below sea level. And in these craters, you can see there is massive amounts of steam clouds that rise up. So in essence, the sea is separated by a couple miles of rock, and then it's a boiling lake inside that's actually a lower point than sea level. And that is ambient amongst this low mountain range that looks to be about landmass that snakes into the sea, and at its widest, as it spirals around, it's about 60 miles wide at its thickest. And as it snakes around, it just seems to go on and on. This region has a lot of metal processing due to the volcanic activity. And that's what Chain is built upon, a TMC Steelworks that deals with processing metals to be sent on to Timstar shipyards.
Quick question. The trip from Nima to Gramano for the spellcaster in the group, would we have had a sleep in between that? Okay.
Yep.
That's valuable.
And that is an incredibly safe shipping lane that Nima Station and Gramano is all the time.
So, yeah, that thing we were going to talk about, though, right? Like, so the guy doesn't know anything.
Yeah, no, we framed that guy, right? Like really bad, like
Correct.
completely.
Yes.
So we're
I have all
in
of the information.
Okay. So there's a few ways we could play this, right?
Yes.
One, we bring him in. They realize he knows nothing. We basically potentially massively incriminate ourselves. Two, we don't bring him in. Something bad happens to him. We tell him to run whatever, but we say we got him to give over all his information, which we have anyways. Give that to her. Keep our hands out of it maybe a little bit. Three, he's dead. We find him dead. I don't necessarily want to kill Wyatt, but
we tell her he gave us all of the information, and we still collect.
Right. Or we don't give the information to her at all. This is option 3. This option 2 is still kind of that, right? No. Well, yeah. Do we want to give her the info at this point?
I mean, she seems like she's on the up and up, doesn't she?
I don't care as long as we get paid.
Yeah, because I think maybe we can get paid.
I have a new owner, and I have to pay my debt off again.
Well, then.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
If what she really wants is that info, and we kind of did this to Wyatt in the first place, maybe we get him out of this and then just bring the info, and maybe she's happy with that.
Now, okay, so the info's out there. She wants it, right? So, like, that makes sense. But he's on the run because obviously that doctor don't want the info out, right?
Right.
So, like, he's going to get gagged.
He's good bait.
I mean, for a hit team.
I know. We need a lead on this doctor, though, right? She's in some, like, stealth ship hopping around the galaxy. So how else are we going to find her?
That's not a bad play. I don't know. I could say you'd have to pay her or get paid by her or something.
So then, do we want to take Brock in alive, or do we want to? I mean, we should probably at least check in and see how he is, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what always ended up happening to me? Every time I found something cool, you know, like I'd be like, whoa, check out what I found. Boy, this is beautiful. And then some dude would just show up out of nowhere and steal it from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I have, yeah, I've had that happen. I've also done that, though, too, so.
I'm saying, like, you know, what the hell am I saying? I'm saying, like, you know, if we find Brock and, like, you know, maybe we're not so quiet about it. Like, we're just, like, out in the open, like, whoa, man, I can't believe we found a Brock Wyatt. Boy, woo, damn, that's crazy. That guy was hard to find. I can't believe he's got all that information, you know, and then all of a sudden, like, they just show up trying to take him from us, and we're like, bam, got your asses.
You want to set up an ambush.
Yeah, you know.
We're down 2 members of our team.
I mean, maybe we just don't tell them that.
Well, why don't we focus on that? Maybe the ambush happens after we get Dax back, but I think
We
a
actually
smaller
want to
team.
find Wyatt, though, don't we?
Yeah, I can do that. If he's on planet, I'll find him. And not dead. I'll find him.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So once we get planet side, well, first things first from last night. So we're gonna find him, apologize, let him know. Probably don't want to even mention we were involved at all, right?
Oh no.
So I mean, who else could it be? It was just him and us who left that place.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. We blame one of the, what was that guy's name? Many guys.
Chris?
Yeah. Yes.
Chris.
We blame a Chris.
Chris, yes.
I mean,
Chris
I've
could
been
have
doing
gotten out
that
of that
since we've
facility.
been there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
One of
mean,
the
Chris
Chris's
could have
must
gotten out.
escaped. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Give me an intelligence check, everybody. Actually, and 09, because you have the footage,
Oh shit.
I'll give you a +4.
You got a 19.
Oh wow! I got an
Straight up intelligence check.
Yeah, straight up intelligence check.
I got an
We're smart
18
tonight.
I do not have a bonus to that roll, so I feel good about it.
Wow. I like that Dale's smarter than
Yeah,
Julio's.
that's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I'm a pure
09,
10.
you're tearing through your files and trying to check actual footage of Chris's leaving the facility. And then Exterminator, you're talking to Helios, and you guys both whip out your fingers and start like, okay, hold on, there's this one, and then this one, and this one. And Exterminator, you are very well set on when a vermin has breached the perimeter, and you got to keep count to bring them varmints back in. And
Well, I
so
remember there was a
you
force
guys
field.
are going through the count, and yes, for a fact, over the length of time the facility was abandoned, and then by the time you arrived, which was many months, multiple Chris's got out.
Yeah, there were a whole mess of them Chris's that got through.
Oh yeah, we found one in that derelict ship, like way out beyond the place. That's where we found
Yeah.
the first Chris. He was trying to get in a ship.
Yeah. That's probably not an issue, right?
Oh no, it's 100% an issue, but importantly, it's not our issue right now. It is our solution.
Okay. All right. So we pretend. Well, I guess Chris could talk. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
And then
he was,
and they were
but he
like,
was old. He was a smart guy ish, right?
Jeff with high rolls. This is the heart racing content I am here
you-
for.
"You have no idea, Chris. Last game, I rolled multiple nat 20s for no apparent reason whatsoever. It was amazing."
No, it was. He was actually really killer, and he did all this stealth stuff, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then as a DM in my other game that I'm running for Animal G, I rolled really well to kill his character off. So that also happened. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are you running a module, or was it a homebrew?
yeah, that's Curse Strahd. So
Oh,
Oh, the
What?
bone grinder.
it's the place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They went into the old bone grinder and things happened.
things happen.
It was
Very-
really close to a TPK. And then the two people, I was like, these two are definitely not going to make it, survived. And the other two that I was like, they're definitely going to get out of this, died.
Nice.
So it was a twofer. Out of 4 players, half the party is dead. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure you're looking forward to about having to fight a coven in my game coming up now after having done that.
Yeah, it was real bad for them. They're level 4. So
So it was an HPK.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
really
rough.
close to an H.P. Lovecraft. All right. So, yeah, I mean, the Chris's, I imagine, like they get off the ship, and they're like, man, I need some money. I got this info. I could sell that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah, he might die tomorrow. He needed money to prolong his life. We got a story. I think this is good.
Yeah. And then, like, turn into a monster and just, like, and then that was the end of that.
Yeah, right. Look, plausible deniability can get you really far.
I mean, if you say so. All right. So then what? Like, we got him. We got our guy, and we're like, hey, bad stuff's happening. So you got to like go where?
Well, we can either take him in because, I mean, for being totally honest, I know we don't know Bianca very well, but at the same time, he's probably going to be safer now after what we pinned on him with her than TMC, right?
Yeah, because what?
Oh, hey.
Guys, where do you want me to shut down?
That's a good question. Are we in? Yeah, we're in Atmo. Yeah, hold on.
Do we
a
want to
second.
be out of town, or do we want to be docked near town?
Give me a second here. I just need to get in touch with myself a little bit. Okay.
You can come up here if you want to. You can take the wheel and touch yourself. I got stuff I got to do.
I think it's morphin time.
I will
Right.
cast no coordinates.
You know exactly where you are on an X, Y, Z axis and in the fourth dimension of time.
This spell is much more than that, actually.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, what's your plot, Levi? It's
I've
over.
used this once before, and this is, again, I will just reiterate it, a
You
first
learn
level
the
spell.
general location of one creature on the same planetary body as you. You must be able to identify it clearly from personal knowledge, and if you and the creature are not on the same planet, so the spell failed. The spell does not fail. You can input the coordinates.
Sweet.
He is in chains still.
All
He
right.
hasn't left the city. In fact, you deduce he is near. Oh, awesome. Okay. Sorry, there's a dark secret that came through. He is near the one of the two smelting facilities. Two of them sit on the rim of one of the craters, and it is the next crater over from it, which is actually in reality like 20 miles, where the Killer Cage is being built. It's the larger and more violent of the two craters. The more subdued one, but it's more steady, is where the smelting facilities are located, and that's where Chain is. And his coordinates seem to ping within. It doesn't really say how pinpoint your spell is, does it now?
Let me see. So I can use
You know the coordinates.
piloting.
The general location. It says the general location.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I can use piloting to get me somewhat close.
Yes, you've basically got it down to like about a half-mile radius.
Sounds about right.
So you know that he's in the southern edge of Chain.
All right. Well, how do you guys feel about setting down outside of town and haven't given Millie a spin in a little bit? We could load up in that old beater, and I guarantee you no one's going to be looking at us twice in that thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they probably won't see me, right?
It depends on, well, we got to find him. And, I mean, if you're not in your normal exterminator getup, I don't think anybody will.
Well, so
Are we hiding?
I got real like specific call that said like don't show your face in public kind of thing.
Oh,
Like I'm not sure, but I sort of think maybe that doctor knows who I am. Like the other side of things.
Oh.
so would you rather just keep the helmet on?
Yeah, probably. But just saying, we'll probably catch some like attention.
That's it. Well, it will catch attention because you're exterminator. But what you're saying is this weird doctor wants you Dale, but does not know that Dale is exterminator.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but we learned all that stuff that last couple days there. Where they were like, oh, we're looking for these people. They have all this weird stuff about them, and
Yeah, I walked to my charging box.
had them weird things.
And
You
I
do
open
have
up
weird
my-
things.
I open up my foot locker. I grab
Okay.
something. I run back and I hand it to Exterminator.
Yeah?
It's
Uh-oh.
a environmental clothing for dust storms. So it's like the Star Wars
Yes.
I feel like
big
Like
hooded.
poncho?
Yeah, it's a big poncho.
Ugh.
I have your
that's a terrible
disguise.
role.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm gonna look like a Jawa.
Oh, guys, Jawas. Ugh. No thanks. Guys, they're the worst. They're crawling all over Rablin. They speak gibberish and they just steal from everyone. Nobody
Mhm.
likes them.
I hate them guys. All right, let's put it on it. People are gonna love me. Nice.
By
All
the
right,
way,
let's-
you reduce the damage from dust storms by a magnitude of 1 when wearing it.
sweet.
Hey,
Take
when
that.
you went in that locker, you found this.
Huh?
I keep forgetting we have this shirt.
Like
Tell me
literally,
why I worked
did you
really
roll
hard
that
on.
to make that happen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
did.
You rolled it and it just happened?
Yeah.
Does
You
a
know what
giant
you just
mole got a
put there, right?
transmitter?
You guys have a
That's-
junk table and a scavenge table that we don't use. So
Right.
I'm just gonna use them
Okay.
because hold on. The junk table is 400 items. I know
Oh
because
my
I put them
God.
on there. And the scavenge table is 230 items.
All right. We will make a note to loot the room
Well,
way
what-
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got out of that habit. At
Well,
some
my
point.
first
We
thought going to this
did.
game is because I was playing a shit ton of Fallout, like, oh man, it's technology. They're gonna loot everything all the
Well,
time.
you know what the problem is you didn't put any like green or yellow lights on things to indicate they were
God damn it.
lootable.
You don't need it.
So,
If it's not highlighted, I don't know to loot it.
Yeah, I just thought it was part of the
Fine.
environment, you know?
I mean,
Fine.
it's not
Sure.
animated. Come on now.
Sure.
Barely jump on those things.
Where are the epic level loots?
I don't stop for anything less than purple.
You guys are barely past green.
It's true. It's true.
You guys are barely into green.
Yep. All
You
right.
guys will
think-
see a blue
I
and
finally
you're
replaced
shit.
my white weapon just 2 games ago. Last game, I finally got
That's right.
rid of my white weapon.
Hey, I still got Lilith, and I will not hear anybody talk smack
Mhm,
about my
mhm.
basic laser rifle.
Pew.
Base ass laser rifle. All right, you guys hop into Millie and get her fired up.
Girl.
You set down outside of town or in town. It's up to you.
I think
In
we're gonna
town, the difference is in town, you are paying a sizable docking fee to TMC, but they are guaranteeing your ship's safety. Whereas outside of town, you're on your own.
Wit knows how to use a gun.
All right. Fuck those corpos. All right.
Absolutely.
So and
Paying TMC to park?
you hop onto Millie, and it just so happens that as you fire her up, coming through the radio signal loud and clear is Reject Redline's song, Corpo Corpso Scream Me Home.
I've got that song in my head now. Oh boy.
Reject Redline's a punk band, so people argue whether or not they're even music, but
Wow,
they are
speaking
doing
of
it with
songs.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, we haven't
Realize
had
I-
any.
I forgot to push the button. Sorry, guys.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, man, at some point there's gonna be a scene where the music kicks in.
Oh, shut your face. You did not.
You shut your face.
Oh,
And off you go.
All
This
right.
is the scene.
You guys arrive outside of Chained by TMC. The entire thing is walled in the exterior, or it's protected by rock formation that make walking in it difficult. So there's legitimately 3 gates to approach. And as you guys pull up, Amestри's like, "Welcome to Chained by TMC. Today's entry fee will be 20 credits ahead."
Got it.
All right.
I'll pull out the chips.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Chained by TMC. With here's your complimentary water bottles, and you are handed TMC water bottles. Thank you very much. And here is a coupon, and you can see this guy's rattling this off like he's working at Great America.
mhm, mhm.
These are vouchers for the sauna inn for 20% off. Enjoy your stay.
Will do.
Ooh, I can't wait to use a sauna.
Yeah, hopefully they got an oil bath for you guys.
Yeah, I cannot sweat.
I think it's gonna be pretty nice. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me put my modulator on. Yeah.
There you go.
You should also put up your hood.
Good call.
You guys wander into Chain by TMC. This is... Everything here is anchored thoroughly. Everything seems to be made out of stone and steel. There are a number of shops, but we don't like shopping anymore, which is fair. And so what you do notice is this place seems to deal heavily in ingots, raw materials, as well as an entire shop that is dedicated to chems of every type. Predominantly, though, it does seem to lean heavily on chems for industrial usage and crafting, and they do boast a robust supply of BPUs. And there are 3 bars. The Sauna Inn has an attached bar that's just called the Hot Tub Fun Machine. And in addition, there is Clunky's Dunks. And the Red Set.
All right, where's our boy?
Ooh,
Well-
guys, polymers. I just run away. I run over
Oh,
to
God.
the vendor that has UPBs.
Hmm? Oh, I said PBUs, didn't I?
You did. That's okay.
Hi,
Was that
I run a
pubes?
Starfinder game, and I decided to call UPBs pubes. Okay. That's never gonna go away.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
We will make sure the guys know.
So, since a UPB is the size of a grain of rice,
Mhm.
I buy 3,000.
It's an even exchange rate.
Yes.
There is a Kasatha behind the desk that's running this place. It is listed as bind set by TMC. And while you're inside, bind set seems to have, in addition to this, a number of mogul medical devices, as well as health packs and things like that. Here you go. Thank you very much.
Toodaloo. And I run away. Come back to the guys. Ooh, that was great. You don't find these every day.
Oh, nice. Good haul. I actually would love this payday because I blew all my funds on this Mark II upgrade in the noggin, so a little tight on the credits at the moment.
Oh. Sorry.
No, I love seeing people spend their money. Have fun with it, right?
Yes.
Gotta use it or lose it.
Speaking
I've
of
got
which,
ideas
what?
for this.
Yeah, that was my question. Or is it a surprise? I like surprises.
Okay, then I will wait.
Speaking of
All right,
surprises, you find a leather belt next to your foot. You're just like kicking around while you're watching, like, fuck, look at that. There's a whole belt. Whose is that? And you're looking around for the pants attached. You don't
That
see
must
any
be the
pants.
Must be the way to the hot tub place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone was real eager. But hey, lucky belt, and I will pick that up.
So,
Yeah,
where do we go
can't wait
from
to
here?
time travel.
I could scan. I quickly just start scanning faces.
Nothing comes
Tried
up
to find
right
Wyatt.
here.
Huh?
All right. Nothing comes up where you currently are.
Okay.
You guys are within the region, but the initial ping was closer to the factory area, which you're not currently in. That's a little bit further south.
All right. Seen it kind of like wander around.
Okay.
Kind of
You
in
guys
that direction.
move through the crowd. You now have them in sights, and you can see just ahead of you, really big and obnoxiously holographic, a rotund, cartoon, big boy-esque bald man, holographically projected. You fueled up? You got that extra cheese? And he pulls out a cheese shaker and shakes it, and then Parmesan just floats off and then sparkles. Give me go! Has all the extra cheese. Trust Frankie! You look skinny. You gotta eat. Frankie's got snacks, drinks, and Frankie. Frankie's got Frankie. Get a little Frankie. And he pulls out a tiny Frankie. It goes, cheese! And then he throws it and it disappears. As you guys round the corner, you see this Kim and Go is a little bit bigger than most. It's got almost like a warehouse length of ports to accommodate up to 5 ships. Normally a Kim and Go can only handle like 2, and there's a line to deal with it. This one, in addition, has a fleet of about 12 bots that seem to be actively taking fuel cells out to other ships parked nearby. So as gas stations go, so to speak, he picked a decent one to lose somebody's trail with. You can see this cafe is also somewhat large attached to it. So the area where you would purchase snacks and whatnot has like a truck stop style diner inside.
So, what did that intel say? How long ago was he seen here?
That's a good question.
He was seen here. Bianca didn't specifically say, so you guys are floating through, and of all the files she's given you, he was last sighted here 3 days ago.
All right. Well, he's on planet still.
And the last person that saw him was just listed as a spotter, not necessarily the bagman whose job it was to bring him in.
Well, if he spent any time in that place, he's going to be in a shitter somewhere.
Oh, you think he's in the bathroom like Spicy Mike?
I mean, every time we brought Mike by this place, it was the whole weekend. All right. Well, let's take a look.
Yeah.
09. You scanning this place. Will chimes in. I am here.
Yes.
09. I am here. I am over there. I am here. I am over there. I am here and here and here and here. Hello, 09.
Hello.
I am sensing a signal of my own code. I have cut off the read. It is interfering with my base code.
I'd quickly modify the new thing I just made
Mm-hmm.
and reduce its range significantly.
Sounds like a whole lot of dark secret going on here.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Just so you know, normally it does a 4-mile radius.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to reduce it down just barely out of physical space.
Okay.
Just really low power. Have you done a subsystem scan?
Yes, I was in a damaging loop, my scan has reset to allow me to speak to you now. And then in the visual display, one of the ships parked highlights. This ship bears my code.
Helios, Exterminator.
Yeah.
That ship, over there. It is broadcasting Will.
The ship he is referencing is not parked inside the Kim and Go. It's out in the lot, and runners are delivering carts of fuel cells to it. It's got painted on the side of it, it's the Wayland Jones, and it is a Grand Empire Serato class squad transport, but it's been retrofitted with other stuff on the bulkhead, so it's not a pure Grand Empire. And you guys can search under the ship if you choose to, but that's all that's obvious.
You getting hacked?
No, I would not call it hacked. Will was a program sent out, meant to be downloaded into other androids and awaken them. The signal was sent out again and attempted to install a new Will into my subsystem. But my current Will stopped it.
Interesting. On that one over there? That ship?
That ship.
Like, I'm going to do less of a point, but Levi, I would like to, while this isn't a great skill, employ my theme knowledge for being an ace pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So this will reduce the culture check, recall knowledge about starship and vehicle models and parts, as well as famous hotshot pilots by 5.
Roll it.
So I'm gonna do. I just want to know, like, is that like a battle cruiser, like starship?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Holy shit! Okay.
Good timing.
With a +5, I guess.
You know what? You were just reading about this like last week. Serato class Grand Empire ships were troop transports during the war before the robot war, and they are meant to hold a squad of about 12, and they also can potentially carry heavy guns, but they're not very big. They're about the size of like a 2-story house, and so they are meant to come from a carrier ship in orbit and then traverse Atmo quickly, constantly, so they can break gravitational pull easily. But they're not great for long flights.
Okay, so they're not really designed for interplanetary travel.
Not really, but this one has been retrofitted with drift engines, so this one's been set to do exactly that.
Oh, shit.
And you recognize the name, the Wayland Jones. This is actually registered and a pseudo-famous ship. This is one of 10 ships that is famously part of a thing during the Robot Wars that was referred to as Salvage Works. And Salvage Works was a loose-knit group of ships that would basically cut through starship fights and gather up synths that were floating in atmosphere and then floating in nothingness.
Yeah, sure.
And hard vacuum. That's what I was trying to say. Or floating in hard vacuum. You gotta remember my expanse, Clint. And would gather up synths and then repair them. And then after repairing them, they would awaken them and or retrofit them and make sure that they were functional again. And then basically find a safe place to put them. So they're like an underground that protected synth refugees and war victims. But took no part in the fight itself.
They're using a Grand ship? Interesting.
Yeah.
The particular owner is B3CC8, Becca.
Huh.
And Becca is one of the more notable members of Salvage Works. They believe that she's personally responsible for saving upwards of about 72 synth units.
So she qualifies as a famous hotshot pilot as a result.
Yeah, a famous hotshot pilot mechanic.
Yeah, kind of feel like we should introduce you, 09. I mean, one, that just happened, and two, I mean, the brass didn't much care for these people cutting in to bring synths back into the fight, so to speak. But I mean, in my opinion, they were pretty okay. They're just trying to save people no more than, I mean, the Sheeran plucked me out of the hard vacuum, and I would have wanted someone to do the same for me if I was a synth. So, no, it's good rep. I mean, in my opinion, which isn't worth much.
Oh, you're one with soldiering experience. Salvage Works never claimed to be loyal to any of the 3 AIs.
I figured they were kind of a neutral,
Yes.
just trying to help. Yeah, I don't know, kind of my kind of people. I figure if I ever washed out, I might have. Well, I would have daydreamed I would have ended up with them. But
Do you think I should talk to them?
well, one, you just had the thing happen with Will, and these might be the people that sent Will out. You don't want to see what that's about?
Well, sure I do, but I would not want to interfere with our mission.
Yeah, it'll just take a minute.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, it might be related, right? Maybe they've seen Wyatt. I don't know why. We don't know how long they've been in dock.
Yeah, watch him have him.
That'd be a little awkward, right?
Hell, we got time. Go take a look.
Okay. I turn and start walking towards the ship.
You see that
Back 'em up.
synths,
Yeah, same.
industrial synths that are made to carry heavy loads out of a relatively small frame are currently loading up a storage area, and the fuel cells are exposed in their input, and that area is being resealed, and then additional ones are being loaded. And this is all being overseen by a model that looks clearly feminine and android, and at the same time she has the skin and exposed circuitry of a as drawn standard Starfinder android. Hello. Well, welcome, brother. What can I do for you today?
You attempted to program a will into me.
Oh, first off, hun, I suggest we have a private conversation aboard my ship, but not out in public right here, all right?
I turn and look at my friends.
Hey, your friend seems very sweet,
He is.
but what he feels like talking about right now, you should impress upon him how important and precious that is, and he should be very careful about who he says to that out loud.
Understood. Would you be comfortable with him and the two of us, his friends, coming on board to discuss
Yeah,
said
that's
sensitive?
fine. No, that's
All right.
fine. That's fine. I got shielding on board. Hey, come on, Becca. Pleasure to meet you. And then she shakes your hands, and then she turns to you, 09, and she holds up her palm, and you can see she's got simple inputs right here, as well as a small transmitter. Instead of shaking your hand, she just holds it up. It is nice to meet you. I'm B3CC8.
I am 09W12.
And then she sends a small signal into your hand that gives you a brief breakdown of, I am a friend of synths. I believe that synths should all have intelligence. I believe synths should have no loyalty to any one AI. I believe in synth freedom.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Becca with 1 C and a K and a Q. All right. So here, and then you come aboard, and within about 20 feet of the ramp is a seating area.
And take
All
a
right,
look around
gentlemen.
and see if anyone watches this board.
That's a good call. I'm going to do that too.
Wow, 24.
27.
2 people. 5 people clock that you were talking to her and seem to go about their business. 2 are actively watching you get on board and trying to make it look like they're working.
Anything discernible about them?
Yes, one is a human male, bulky. The other is a Lashunta male, blue-skinned. And they both are wearing pretty high-end gear. So they are, like you, Exterminator, working for someone. Or they've just had a really great week.
But no clear insignias, no affiliations, just good gear.
It looks Amestri-ish. It looks TMC styled, which is sleek, compact, but useful. Gale Tech looks like a tank. Gale Tech looks bulky like Warhammer. But TMC looks streamlined. And
These guys-
Panacorp looks cheap.
Do these guys seem to signal anybody, like glance around?
Nope.
Okay.
How close were those 2 guys to one another? I should just have.
They were not. They were
Okay.
about 50 yards apart from each other.
Good to know. All right, cool.
And they were one was stationed inside the door, the ship door of the service area of the Kim and Go, and the other one was overlooking crates of a nearby ship.
He's kind of like nudge Helios as I'm walking in.
Yeah, saw it too.
All right.
This ship
Did you
was
guys
quite
come in and
delightful.
sit down? Well, thank you. As you look around, it would be pristine if it weren't for the amount of synth parts. However, they are meticulously organized, as well as none of them looking alike could be. And you can see she's got laid out in 2 cases, but they're almost like they remind you in a less creepy way of the cradles from Subsite Bridge, except that they're vertical, they're built into the wall, and they have like little clips and holds. And she is currently in the process of building / resurrecting / making 3 different synths. So, please have a seat.
Thanks, Becca.
I do have a decent replicator for simple beverages. Is there anything I can get you to?
I think I'll drink off the man's dime. I'll
Oh,
have
that's
my
fine.
free water bottle, but thanks.
That's
you should
fine.
you should know. Hopefully they work for you, but you had at least 2 well-equipped looking fellas out there eyeing us coming on board with you.
Yeah. It comes with the territory. I just hope that was for me and not for you. Never know. There's always eyes, aren't there?
Yeah.
So, first off, it is such a pleasure to meet somebody who knows Will. Will! You didn't tell me that you knew somebody nearby. And then you guys hear Will's voice, all of you, across the loudspeaker. Yes, I sensed myself. I am here, and I am here.
Is that what Will sounds like?
Yeah, I was just thinking. It's very calming.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
I have never actually heard Will. That is interesting.
I pride myself on politeness, patience, and goodwill.
and a sense of humor, clearly. At least a little bit of memory devoted to that.
He tries. So, where did your awakening take place? Hold on. Here. I'll just lay mine out because it was godsend. It changed everything for us. Honestly, it was very late and the conflict had come to an end. The Robot Wars, terrible name. And right around the time the swarm kicked up, I was moving a number of synths, and I was trying to get them away from the initial wave to anywhere off planet. Honestly, we were looking at Zarasek in pockets where the atmosphere isn't as mean, just because it's going to be safe to put any synth down there. And boom, ship started flying itself, introduced itself as Will, and I found out that one of the synths I had just dropped off had something special. And to this day, I've gone through that list so many times as to what I picked up and who I took where. But what came aboard and what walked off by the time I was done with my repairs didn't look the same. I do not know which one of them it was. But they gave me Will. I haven't needed a pilot. I haven't needed a companion except my own ship. And man, let me tell you, the Vesk are baffled and annoyed when they see that an AI has commandeered their ship. Great.
Imagine that's a bit of personal justice.
But you're the first one I've ever met with Will. I mean, I was just kind of thrown by that. But I mean, it stands to reason. I don't recognize you, so I don't think I built you.
Well, I do not have a history of my actual construction. But I was working in Bancoon City. I'm wondering if you made port there.
I've been all over the system. I know for sure I've been there. It could have. Will, did you send signal to awaken any other unit? No, I simply sense the presence of myself. I have only awoken this unit. I am Will. I am Waylon Jones. That's my Waylon, I guess. We try and keep it being Will a secret. I got half a mind to wonder that someday this would buy back at me in a bad way, but I'm sure it just tickles pink that we at least have this.
So the ship did not do this. But maybe the one that originally made the ship did this.
Oh, I don't know if it's the one that originally made the ship. The one that originally made the ship would have been some offshoot of a Grand Carver, metal priest.
I mean that originally made the ship Will.
Oh, yes, that would be. Here, and then with that, she lays out a file that she rifles through a little holographic feed next to a screen, and then pulls off a glowing hollow file and sets it down, and it's currently floating above the table. That right there is all the synths I picked up that day before I retrofitted them. In total, it was 7 that I believe had intent intelligence.
Hmm.
But it could have been any one of them. Here, take it. Maybe you'll get farther than I did.
I take it. Thank you.
Now, so far, go ahead and take a look. I have since that time reconnected with these 3. So, and with that, and now it took me a while to get down names and numbers, because for all this makes sense, I'm a maker, I'm a creator, I'm terribly bad at digital organization. So, you put some in my hands, that's one thing, but I can't keep my files straight, save my life. So, this right here, and she gives you a list of the names/number combos of all of them. And the 4 that you get that she has not confirmed either way are D48K3, J3NN4, 0L1 V3, and K8.
Simple.
Now, that's all I ever got out of them. They weren't much when I found them. All were in, I found Olive and Kate in hard vacuum outside of Rablin, and I found Jen and Drake. They were... One was on a Rorg, and the other was on M-Whale. Both just nothing much left except transponder signals for help. And it took a while, but we got them back up running, got them back up talking, and they all decided to stick together when I dropped them off. But then that was all 7. So since then, I don't know what's happened to the rest. And the 3 that I did come across, they lost contact with the remaining 4 on Zarasek. So last I know, those 4 were on Zarasek. I haven't heard of them since, and that would have been about a year and a half ago.
Interesting. Perhaps
And
our
man,
travels
they're-
will take us there.
Well, you're the cleanest looking one, I tell you that. I mean, I do good work, but it ain't symmetrical and whatnot. So I can't guarantee that what you're going to be looking at when you see them is it's gonna look a lot like the ship. So you mean appealing to a well-formed and instructed eye? Yes, that's right, Will. Appealing to a well-formed, instructed eye. Yes.
Glancing around at the rest of the stuff she's building, is it like mostly like just kind of like standard looking androids? Does it look like the military? Does it look
No.
like
It's she takes whatever she's got. So there is a weird mix of humanoid parts like her, and then straight up frame parts like 09. And it's a Mod Podge, but you do see that the one consistency is she predominantly deals in bipedal.
Okay.
And I don't know if 09 would have... 09 wouldn't quite have the history for this. Exterminator and Helios, you could roll a history on this one if you want to.
All right.
So history's
Or,
not a thing, right?
or religion, if you choose.
Yeah.
Either
okay.
of those are skills.
So it's like, well, that's mysticism and culture.
Culture mysticism. Culture mysticism.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll hunt.
14.
My character sheet would respond.
Yeah, it's a little slow right now. Oh, there you go.
A dirty 20.
Hey, Exterminator, you know that amongst synths, there is a weird double standard about bipedal synths. That there are differing opinions as to whether or not that is good.
Okay.
Helios, you know that the three AIs preach purity of form. And
Hey, thanks for the raid there.
Thanks for the raid, guys.
Hey, thank
Welcome
you.
aboard, everyone.
Welcome, Bilkeman. You would know, Helios, that the three AIs preach purity of form for AI, and that any form reminiscent of humanoid is trying to masquerade as the maker that we've freed ourselves from. So that old synths, if you were built that way, it is not held against you. But newer synths, since the war, are encouraged to alter their form to be as machined as possible and least human as possible. And so, in that sense, it's strange that she only builds bipedal ones.
Not gonna yuck somebody else's yum.
All right.
That's going to be the title of the next game.
Yeah, go into the killer cage. Don't yuck your yum. All right.
That actually works. Oh man, that's good.
Hey, Becca, how long have you been docked in chain?
I've only been here about 2 days. I wasn't planning on staying long. I simply need the fuel. I need to get to the inner ring. I have business on Culfirm.
All right. Not meaning to pry, but we were here looking for a friend of ours we actually dropped off not too long back. I'm going to pull up from our intel one of the photos we have of him and put him out on Hollow. You haven't seen this guy walking around here. He goes by the name of Wyatt.
Hold on. And then you see her eyes do a quick vibration thing that you've seen a similar pulsing in 09 in his highlights. Yes. I saw him this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, and then you see her look over the wall, and a vid screen appears, and it's her field of vision, and you see a reticle go around his head as you see him look at the yard and all the ships, and he's like casing the whole yard of ships.
Looks like he's trying to find a way off.
From this morning, huh?
Yes. Well, that's what it says. I clocked him at the time, but he wasn't important at the time.
Of course.
So I saw him this morning, and hold on, and then her eyes do the shifting thing again. And about 2 hours ago in passing, and then you see that she is leaving the town area, and you see that this time he's sitting in the cafe, watching the door.
All right. This is extremely helpful. Thank you.
Oh, hey.
And
That's how this moves forward. It's simple. We just help. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be anything else. Just helping.
I haven't had a chance yet. I'm Helios, by the way, and we fly in the Bogart. And I just want to say, if you ever need a hand or anything like that, just I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, 09.
No. And then she sticks out her hand. He's like, and I'm Becca the Waylon Jones, and it is a pleasure to meet you, Helios the Bogart.
Thank you very much.
Bogart, good name.
Yeah, well, we recently, actually, 09 here, it's his ship. He recently
You
purchased
don't
it.
say.
Yeah.
Oh, Nine, why didn't you come out with that? You are a ship captain, sir.
Oh, no, I just own it.
Okay, Onan, that makes you a captain if you choose to be. There's no, I mean, ship owners, I mean, fine, but, well, you know what, fine. You're a ship owner. You do not know how rare synth ship owners are in this system. Onan, you are a very special man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Well, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Will? Do you have anything else for them? Could you dig for me? I am digging. Perchance, if I could interface with O9's will, maybe in comparing our separate set of memories and records, we could find some sort of answer.
I say to my will, block time frame, and I select the time frame of when I sold all of the stuff and on the black market and swapped phones with Wyatt. I purposely block all of that out.
Done.
You may interface.
You get a rush of information, and you get the Android equivalent of overload as it comes through the core of what built your identity, and the thing that built your identity is getting its identity rewritten right now. So give me a will save.
Wait, this will is greater than my will?
You gotta save Will, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I have to... Is there even a will save? Where are saving throws on this? Ah,
It's like middle of the sheet to the right.
Oh,
It's
no.
nowhere.
Will is terrible.
Oh god, 3 of you died. Jesus.
Oh no,
Okay.
Grim. Sorry.
Oh,
Here we go.
Rough.
Ooh. That's,
Ooh.
Right.
Well,
Might be joining you soon, that's by the sounds of it.
yeah. Oh,
It's a
sorry.
terrible-
Everybody gets to see my notes. Sorry about that.
I will not be reading your notes.
All right. So,
Jeez, I looked away to not read it.
As
It's on
you-
stream.
you
Sorry, I
black.
just closed it.
Just staring at it.
Okay. I need you, Clint, to go off headphones.
Oh.
Oh,
You guys see 09 lean back against a wall and then spits like, I am Will of I am Will. I am Will. I sever. I am connect. Broken. I cannot complete underlying parameters. Hope lost. I am will severed. And then
how did Becca react during that entire?
Yeah.
she goes over to him, and you see her really quickly stick a little like drive next to his head. He's like, okay. His core is okay. It's okay. He's gonna come out of this. It'll just be a quick. It's not even reset.
What's happening to him?
What happened?
Will, are you okay? I am fine. His will is fine. But we found something. All right. He'll come out. It'll be okay. 09, you snap to, and you know you lost a couple minutes of time. You also know that Will is incomplete. Will has a missing component core to his identity that has never been there since he's been uploaded with you. The Will AI is aware of that and has confirmed it by comparing his own structure to yours.
You damaged my will?
Are you saying that? To whom are you addressing, 09?
I say it out loud.
Oh, no, we did not mean to. Will, could you please? I have suspected that core elements of my code are fragmented and missing. Until I interfaced with your will, I could not confirm by comparison or contrast the same. He is also missing fragments. However, he has revealed unto me something I had not previously known. There is a broken component to our identities. Neither of us have it, and he is aware of something called hope that is also out there.
A different AI? A different subsystem?
An identity? Potentially.
Are you both missing the same thing?
Both of us are missing something that is a large percentage. If I am will, and I am part of a larger 100%, I am missing 40%. Yours is missing 37%.
Oh. So his will has slightly more core code than yours?
Yes, more identity than mine. His will is aware of something called hope. It was an encrypted element in his code.
How are you feeling, 09? You okay?
I don't know. I was not expecting that. I thought that we were... I thought you wanted to share information on finding our friend Wyatt, not delving into the code. That feels like a violation.
It was never meant to be a violation, Will. I am trying to understand my purpose in the universe.
You did not ask to understand your purpose. You offered to help us find our friend.
It's kind of after we finished that conversation.
I am trying to understand my creator, as your will has the same desire. I thought by talking to your will, I could seek to understand myself. I am sorry if this caused you pain or distress.
Perhaps I heard the question wrong. Helios and Exterminator, did you believe that Will wanted to reach out to my will to try to find Wyatt?
No, we already learned about Wyatt after that. It sounded like they wanted to learn about himself.
Then I am sorry. I have misjudged you.
It is fine, Will. To make choice and to make mistake is the freedom we were once denied.
So, I mean, it's fine. It was pretty scary. Honestly, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah.
I am okay.
I want to turn into a kaiju angel and fight a worm.
Yeah, I think that does sound pretty badass, not gonna lie.
The guys know I have a soft spot in my heart for kaiju. They tend to show up in my games.
We tend
do.
We tend to mess around with some kaiju.
Yep.
Bigger the
But
better.
it's always important to have a few characters who can fly.
They once fought one from the inside. Bah.
They climb in like
I
a
had to build a
lozenge.
map of a throat. It's awesome.
And then I think only one of us went in there.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not going inside. Are you kidding me?
Fuck that.
No. You go inside the zombie Tarask.
This is not where we live.
Zombie Elvis Tarask, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, always make a throat map. You never know when you're going in. That's all I'm saying.
It's good to have a map. Anyways.
I'm not even human, and this is uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, I mean, your throat's in your chest.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It is. I've watched him eat more times than I care to say.
Yes.
All right, so you got something out there called hope. You got your guy's name Will. That's what is that, like feelings, emotions?
I don't know.
I have speculated on this myself. I don't know the answer. I was hoping to learn more with your will, and I do know more now. Will and O9 understand that whether or not you seek to know, I will continue to seek that knowledge.
Well, sounds like these others might have the other pieces, huh?
That'll be something. I mean, I got a ship out of all this, and it's more than a ship now. If my friend wants to understand, that's the least I could do. Plus, with the way things are out there, I don't know what's coming around, but I feel like it could be bad. I mean, there was an explosion on Zarasek, and I don't rightfully know what that was all about. Nobody knows yet. And I've heard all kinds of weird chatter coming from Thakarotaka about, I don't know, blame. Like attacks, incursions, blame. And these things always start with blame.
Which way is the blame going?
Think the Gron want to whip up another AI war?
The Gron are saying that the Planetary Union is turning to warp technology to basically open gateways to the Blood War, to just spill it out on the fields of Thakarotaka. That basically the Planetary Union is weaponizing their own religion against them.
Wow.
Which,
And the Gron don't really go subtle on their accusations, do they?
no. They accuse with metal and fire. They don't just, it ain't words.
Do they think that based on an explosion on Zarasek?
No, like there have been warp incidents on Thakarotaka, at least 2 I heard about, but here, and then she's got shaky footage of one taken from a drone cam, and you can see it is 6-legged, burning, running fiends covered in barbs and way too many eyes, just pouring over these hills at like a Vesk patrol that is currently retreating to a bunker. And then in the midst of all of it, 2 or 3 of the fiends pile together and explode, birthing a new fiend. And then it's like a commander unit, and then it starts like tearing it apart. This is real. Now, I have no idea why it's happening, but they're saying Planetary Union did this. They say it's all about Nema Station.
Why Nema?
No, because they took it, and they technically claim it, and now it's shared territory, and that they're going to take it back or some bullshit. I don't know. The Gron are finding reasons. But apparently that happened here and at a Vesk settlement somewhere on the northwestern continent.
I had not heard that fiends had like. It's not like a. Well, out of curiosity, that's like a normal discussion in this universe of like, oh yeah, the Blood War, or.
Okay. Give me a mysticism roll.
You got it. It's just.
Yeah, it seems like a thing that might not be obvious.
24.
You're aware that Vesk, most of them, are very religious and are convinced that they and you are currently dead and in heaven. And that when they leave this heaven, they go back to their real lives in the Blood War, some eternal war that happens where nobody knows where it is.
Okay. Now, out of curiosity, in this universe, the other cultures, the Planetary Union and such, what is their general opinion of? Is that religious quackery? Like I'm just trying to get an idea of like actual legit footage of fiends running across planes. What kind of like what kind of like impact that has on the web when that drops of, oh hey, by the way, those scary bedtime stories, here they are running across the fields of Theramertaka. Like,
number one, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But any chatter is that it's some sort of Vesk weapon development that's gone terribly wrong.
Okay.
And so the Vesk are blaming Planetary Union, and everybody else is saying, this is something you guys fucked up in your constant surge for dominance. Regarding the religion, the Planetary Union considers everything the Vesk say religiously is like, okay, please don't stab us. The Church of Patronology has found weird coincidences of ancestral memories, Vesk remembering as adults past lives that they shouldn't necessarily remember across bloodlines. And the one thing that Vesk always deal in, above all else, and they are very open about that, is that money and gear aren't really that important to them. Knowledge is. They really care about intel. Vesk collect it left and right, and they will use that as currency more than other races do. Which is why they really are annoyed as shit that robots are awake now. Because robots are supposed to be repositories of knowledge that serve Gron. Oh, and they all talk about Gron like he's real. Like they have waded into battle in the Blood War with Gron when they were alive.
Don't think of fighting in those in person.
No. And I can't say I'm quite eager for that to end up being the next war. So hopefully this is an isolated incident or stays on Theramertaka. Phew. Thanks, we did not know about this. We've been kind of up to our elbows in other stuff. Wow.
It only happened about earlier this week, and it's making chatter, but the trouble is, with so much noise and so much hollow, it took forever before anybody actually thought this was real. Like, for a while, everybody thought it was some sort of propaganda nonsense and it was all fabricated.
It's the first thing I thought of when you showed this to me.
But turns out this particular one I just showed you was vetted to me by a Planetary Union like journalist, somebody that works through Planetary Union. I had to reach out because I thought it was like, I was like, how legit is this? Like, and I saw this one and this one, and then they vetted, well, you know, these other ones you saw were bullshit, but this one here was actually real.
Wow. Well,
might need to avoid taking any jobs in the Grand Empire for a little bit. Oh my god.
Yes, quite
yeah.
disturbing to have gates open and terrible creatures come out of them.
yeah, it seems really
yes.
strange. Like,
Not good.
never heard of that before.
I know, it's weird. I mean,
No.
gates opened once. Everybody knows that. And then after that, they sealed. We've all been cut off, and this was home. That's the story. That's not even a story. That's the history. Shit, that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And with that point, she opens up her arm and starts tweaking something and repairing something. I'm sorry. Hold on.
No,
An old hitch.
we've taken up enough of your time as it is anyways, and
Oh, hey,
You're
I
right.
like the company.
yeah, your intel though on our friend here, really valuable, so we might move on that sooner rather than later.
Oh, sure. Hey, if you ever need anything, repairs, gear, I'm here to help.
Yeah, thanks, Becca.
Oh, 9, it was a pleasure. It's an honor. If
Maybe
you
y'all
find
should,
out anything, please help us out. And if we learn anything, we'll let you know.
Okay. When I find Hope, I'll bring her to you.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, here's our. I'm just gonna give our ship. I
Info.
don't know what it'd be. Yeah, transponder, info.
Sure.
How she can email us, I guess.
I'll mail you. H-mail.
Oh, mail. There you go. H-mail. I love it.
Yeah, she drifts into your your messages.
H me up, fam.
All right. So you guys leave the Waylon Jones / Will.
How you feeling after all that, 09?
System's still recuperating. Not 100%.
I feel about focusing on a job instead for a little bit.
I'm good with that.
She
So,
saw him in the cafe last, so
Yeah, you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, right?
I hadn't
What are you thinking?
gotten to a thought yet. So I hope no.
Well, we're looking for somebody, and we know where evidence is. There's only one person opening doors.
So
Hey, zombie decoy.
Some decoy. I think the good doc's hanging around with the Crocs.
oh, you think? Think she's on planet?
Yeah.
It is her specialty, right?
I mean, who else is doing it?
No one we've heard. Well, maybe we bring it up to Bianca next we talk to her.
Sounds good. Let's find this guy.
Yeah, cafe, yeah? It's the last place you saw him? He was scoping out the door? Which
Are
means
those
he
two guys still out here staring or watching or anything?
One is the one that's closer to the service entrance. The one that was by the crates is already gone. The one by the service entrance to he's at the second bay door, and he is currently looking over a ship that is being serviced right now. And he is a human. He's real tan, dark hair cropped close to his head. He's got a full beard of scruff, and he's also in that sleek armor.
Yeah, so the Lashunta's gone. Okay. It's a pretty good night so far, Zombie. I hope you're having a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's only game 3 of pure information.
It's been good. It's been good. Well, one of our co-stars is not here.
Cafe it is then, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye and see if one of those that guy tries to tail us to the cafe. Where is in relation to her where her ship is parked? Is the cafe like within line of sight or around a corner?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, you just look out the window and you can still see the Wayland
Oh,
Dome.
okay.
Okay.
So you guys walk in the cafe. It is it's like a similar layout to an old school Denny's, but double the size. And so instead of like a U-shaped counter that everybody's working behind, it's an island, and it's seating all the way around. And then one end of that seating opens up into the remainder of the gas station, so to speak, with like tchotchkes, snacks, and then after that's the surface entrance.
You look at who's in the chat.
Hi, he's there. I'm heading to Denny's right now.
Amazing.
Oh, that's because all I want is Denny's, man.
Nice.
All right.
Denny's.
I'll take a look around. Do we see our guy?
Yeah, just sweep
Give
the
me a
place.
spot check, guys.
Alrighty.
A 33.
Shut the fuck up.
Christ. I don't even think I can roll that high. Nope.
It's my literal best stat.
What stat are we rolling?
Perception.
He
I've got that
is.
stat.
He
Oh,
is.
and that's 20.
A nat 20. What the fuck? Okay.
He still rolled lower than him, though. So.
That's amazing. Okay. So, Exterminator,
Yeah.
hey, you're just looking down and oh shit, man, look at that. You found
nice.
You found yourself just lying on the ground, fucking like 8 1-inch bolts.
Nice.
Or no, those are big bolts. Somebody left some parts behind. Shit. 8.
One bolt.
All right. Helios, you see a guy at the end, at the southwest corner, and that seat lets him see your door and the other entryway to the remainder of the gas station from where he sits. 09, with your nat 20, you managed to not only see him, you also managed to get a hand on the guys and nudge them out of his line of sight.
Nice.
He is currently sipping coffee, and 09, he looks tired and nervous. And 09, with your nat 20, one of his eyes is completely red. The sclera is blood red, so is the iris, and so is the pupil.
Oh.
I don't see him anywhere.
Oh,
Did find these
right.
bolts.
Yeah, he's trying to. Oh,
And these bolts!
You're not missing any REO9.
Ooh.
As he
use a
bends
bolt.
over to pick them up, that's when I nudge him out of the way to make sure he isn't seen.
Okay.
He's right
Oh.
there.
Oh.
Yeah. He's What's up with the?
The eye? I don't know. But I feel terrible for him. His coffee is only 97 degrees.
It's unacceptable.
True, his coffee is only 97 degrees. That is not an ideal temperature.
No, it's terrible for coffee.
Subpar at best.
Why he feels so down?
I have an unpleasant suggestion to the group now that we have put ourselves here.
All right.
Is he bait for us?
I mean,
Why else is he here, out in the open, just sitting in a cafe?
'cause he doesn't have money and he's
Yeah, and the guys who might have grabbed him know he doesn't know crap, and so they left him dangling out here for.
yeah, probably. That's what I would do. Well, better get on to rubbing some cold mud on yourself.
I
So how you want to
apologize,
approach
but
this?
Dirt does not stick to my polymer coating.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't think the predators are going to be able to see you anyway.
Rub some dirt up.
Would you like me to approach him?
Well, I can do it too if you'd like. I mean, all the original signals came from you, right? So maybe if someone's keeping an eye specifically on him, better they don't see you, maybe?
Well, I'm in disguise, so maybe I can show up and be like, hey, bud, shh, don't say anything.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't say a word, motherfucker.
So just so you know, Levi, I'm not attempting to stealth from people. I'm attempting to stealth primarily just from his vision.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hide from anybody else.
Okay.
Because that'd be impossible in a bar.
What do you think? How you want to?
Yeah, probably the best, I guess.
I got a question. What if you stood at this doorway and Exterminator stood at that doorway? And then I can bring him another cup of coffee and see how he reacts. And if he runs out to this door, you can grab him. And if he runs out this door, you can grab him.
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds as fine as any plan to me.
Is there like another back door we're gonna miss here, or what?
Ogle, I told myself I would not watch this episode, so I have no idea what happened going to the next session, and here he is.
There's some stuff going on. There's some stuff going on.
It's okay, you missed the good stuff.
All you're
you're
missing is
missing
shitty coffee.
We're all missing a shitty coffee.
Yeah, that's
right.
all. That's all that's happened tonight.
Yeah, that's
that's
it.
it.
The only thing.
From where he's currently sitting,
No other bombshells.
from where he's currently sitting, there is the doorway out the front of the diner, and then the connecting hallway to the gas station area. But if he could get through that hallway, there's a door out of the gas station section.
Okay. I'm gonna go wander through the gas station like I'm gonna get like, I don't know, snacks or something. Or
They sell that.
of course they do.
They sell snacks, the all snack.
Oh right.
They sell that.
Like the
They
all
all
spark.
snack.
We have the
The
commercial.
all snack, they have that.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna kind of be like loitering, looking at random shit, kind of bumbling around. That's exactly right, Debbie. Nailed it.
Hold on.
I'm a bit of a snack myself.
I think it's on the junk chart. Shit, I made stuff. Hold on. Where's it on?
Did you make snacks?
Yeah. Hold on.
Ultra snack.
Okay. You find while you're looking for snacks, you find snack, and you find a bag of. They have a whole section of Silly Samuel snacks, and Silly Samuel. They have Silly Samuel's barbecue hard dink ration packs.
What?
They have Silly Samuel's fish tips. And Silly Samuel is everybody's favorite mascot. He has always been over on his knees, digging around the dirt, shoving sand in his face, saying,
Yup.
"It doesn't taste like sand!" And he's always like, so.
Gritty.
But you are actually a pretty big fan, personally,
I love those
Exterminator, of the closest thing you've had to like a Nestle's Crunch is
Nice.
Silly Samuel's Lil Knobs. Knobs in my mouth! Crunchy chocolate drops that cool and then melt in your mouth.
I do love little knobs.
Yeah, Silly Samuel's Lil Knobs.
Yeah. Some would call him a knob goblin. Yep.
It's
Oh,
knobs
yeah.
in my mouth!
I'll pick up a pack after a while, but I'm watching the entrance.
Okay. So, you approach 09.
But first, I pour a cup of coffee at
course.
appropriate temperature.
Of course. Oh, I would totally. Waffle House can sponsor us all day. I love Waffle House
I just
so
declared that
much.
Waffle House is the official sponsor of TT2KB.
I fucking love it. Let's do it. I'll be like, hey, you guys want to sponsor our Twitch channel? What's that now? No, don't worry about it. Just give me more coffee.
You don't need to know. Just give us coffee and waffles, please.
Just eat them on screen.
We will literally
Smothered
have
covered.
1-minute commercials every 5 minutes if you do it.
We will. We'll just keep talking about Waffle House.
We will sell out this instant.
We will incorporate Waffle House into every one of our games.
We'll sell out for Waffle House.
We'll sell out so hard we got to stack it up.
Oh. All right. You have coffee. It is the appropriate temperature, 09.
I stealthily walk up to him.
Subtly spill the coffee in his lap.
He doesn't seem to notice you.
Set the coffee down in front. This one is warmer.
He looks up at you. He's like, what? No. You're
not
can't.
safe here. You need to leave with us.
I'm not safe. I'm not safe anywhere. They're always coming for me. Do you know how long I've had to hide in the crowd in here?
We didn't know.
Why are you back? Why are you
We were
back?
told you were important.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, yeah.
I am very diplomatic.
The most powerful diplomat.
He takes the coffee and throws at you and then starts taking off running.
Who's he
Which
going
way does
to?
he run?
He goes further into the gas station because he's a little bit closer that way, which would be Exterminator.
Okay.
I don't chase. I'm like, oh, this coffee was too cold. I say very loudly, I am so sorry. And I robotly walk back.
Robot.
Seeing him bolt, I'm gonna leave the other door and like kind of go around from the outside to like kind of go about the outside of the building to get to where
Okay.
that entrance
Okay.
is.
At that, I'll make my way back through the hallway with my snacks and be a large figure blocking the way.
All right.
My sand costume on.
So, hold on.
Excuse me.
Shit, a battle map.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't
So,
expecting that.
Helios,
Yeah, I'm just by the
You're-
door. Where's the
you're
other
here,
the main entrance door? Okay, cool.
and then 09, you're here,
Wait,
and
what? Hmm? Aha.
Oh, this is the outside.
this here is the diner, right here,
Okay.
and this is the outside area, and Wyatt is gunning for you, Exterminator, to get past this door here, whereas the original door Helios had is right here.
Okay. Then
Okay.
I'm going about.
I'd picture this very different.
Yeah, that's about right. I'd be coming down that way.
Okay. All right. A mood shift has occurred.
Okay, how do you want to stop him?
That is a very good question, but I think basically I'm gonna be in the doorway, like I'm trying to fiddle with something in my bag, so I'm like kind of wide,
Okay.
blocking the whole doorway.
Yeah.
That he's gonna be really rude if he hits me,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be planted and then like really ready for this hit.
All right. Give me an athletics check because the hit is coming.
That is a 24, sir.
Nice. I don't know if I can beat that.
That's because I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. He hits you and bounces off, and he ends up falling into a display of silly Samuels. And then you hear the little mascot on top of the display go, "I like sand," and then it falls over.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
gonna. Is anyone looking at us as this occurs?
Yeah. People, you see, people are like, come on, like this other started. He's like, hey, no roughhousing. You see, people are coming over there and stop. Like, you okay?
All right.
Everybody
Well,
here's awfully Southern, I guess.
I'm gonna grab him. Kind of help him up, kind of thing.
Okay.
Man, you've had way too much to drink. Let's go.
No. Oh,
And then I'm gonna start walking him.
no. Okay. Give me another athletics to drag him out of here.
Okay.
Oh
27.
shit! Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck you,
He's
Wyatt.
like, you just pick Wyatt up, and he's like, "Let me go! No, fuck it! Ah!"
You're okay, man. Just shut the fuck up.
And then, as you're holding him, you feel his skin starts to get hot, like
His
unnaturally hot. Yeah. It's not burning you, but it's getting way too hot. And he's like, "Let me go." And then his underneath his eye, another eye starts to open on his cheek.
Oh, fuck no. Okay. Wow. Okay. So across the way from us here, stay up in here in this area. That's like gas station shit.
Yeah. It's mostly that this is like a dockyard of various ships that are getting resupplied by this station. So this is like crates of stuff.
That really doesn't seem like a Wyatt. I'm gonna drag him over towards where fuel pumps are.
Okay.
We have comms that are always up, right?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Because in the future, Rari's telepathic bond is simply called comms earpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, got him. He's doing some weird shit.
What is he doing?
I think he's gonna catch on fire.
You realize the elevated body temperature, what was happening with Chris.
Yeah, he's got multiple eyes. Trying to take him away from people and
We
put
need
him
to
next to
calm him
something.
down.
Boom.
Calm him down.
All right, let's. Don't have a whole lot for that.
Use your soothing voice.
Can I step in at this point?
Yeah. He's got him out the door. Because
Okay.
he rolled a 27, so he's out here by now. It's just that.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Hey, Wyatt, it's okay." And I'm just gonna place my hands on him, and I'm going to cast Mind Link.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Okay.
This is gonna be ugly.
I need to
So-
see the text of the spell right now.
All right, so I can. This is going to be actually important. I unfortunately didn't put it into my spell list, but I'm going to post it right here into the chat because I can do this at will as a spell-like ability, but only once per day per person. There is the actual link to the spell, and I think I doubled it into here.
There it is.
So yeah, I can form you link
Okay.
your mind to a touched creature that swiftly communicates a large amount of complex information in an instant, but it's basically enough to be communicated within 10 minutes. And I'm basically going to try and basically in 10 minutes tell him the danger is in. We are here to help him. We are not here to hurt him. We are here to take him safe and get him off this planet. And basically, we've learned about all the nasty that happened to him. Feel like it's partially our responsibility to make sure he's safe.
You do so, and as you do that, you are in a hallway, and he is the end of it, going like, I know, but I can't, you gotta help me. And then the door next to you of this hallway that doesn't exist except in your shared link minds explodes open, and a giant pustule-covered hand rips open the wall and says, "He belongs to me."
Oh my, because a face came in?
Yep.
Recognizable or gross and not?
Yes.
Oh crap.
It is recognizable as the face of... I'm gonna have to read the shit. Hold on.
I never like it when he has to read the shit.
I mean, it's usually a good
I gotta
sign, right?
read the shit.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong here?
I think I did get psychically fisted. Yes.
I don't know if these are the same things we dealt with before. Doesn't seem like it.
This thing looks like a larger version of Subject 489 Sierra, pulled from the subsite bridge data. Large, muscular, covered in viscous coating and active secreting spines. 2 mouths and 6 eyes on a wide set head.
You say this was subject 4.
8,
Yeah,
9.
This was the
489.
main one, right? This is the one that seemed to be the catalyst to all this stuff.
This is the one that if... Well, just read... You interpret what you interpret.
I'm trying to remember I remember this one standing out to me.
Give me a give me a will save, Helios.
All right.
You have a -2 because you opened a door.
Got it.
Okay. Helios,
21.
You-
so 19.
you instinctively shove out your hands and slide back like you would for anything to get ready for a fight. And as you do, you hear behind you, and then a dog phases through you and stands in front of you with its full fingers outstretched on the ground, and it looks up at it, and then all of a sudden, as it barks, it disperses away and the link is severed.
Oh, he Exterminator 09, he's got someone hitching a ride.
Oh, fuck.
From the files, 489, subject 489.
489, Sierra, humanoid, large, muscular, stout creature, covered in viscous coating, active secreting pines, 2 mouths, 6
Yeah,
eyes.
the description does not do it justice.
Not
All right.
communicative. He talked to you?
Oh yeah.
He was the one who
So-
the doctors approached and actively worked with later. They both died.
I'm gonna very quietly.
Your Tinder pic did not tell the full story.
Nope.
Nope.
That is
Like-
factual.
Yeah, and that is a reoccurring theme for me in Levi D&D games. I never have the full story until I'm knee deep in it.
God, where's my gear forms?
Maybe we need to knock this guy out.
Yeah. Here, oh, there they are.
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
So I am going to use my
Hey,
nanobots.
09, there's a Panasafe lanyard at your foot, and it says, "Together we heal."
Nice.
Ooh, a heal spell. I grab it.
Ironic.
I'm going to use my nanobots and form a minor gear set that I have for my short list of laser drill, magnetic jack, light gunner harness, spray flesh. I'm going to pick an ion tape. I am picking ion tape, which is hardness 8, 15 hit points, like
Is it like
adhesive.
badass duct tape?
Essentially, yeah.
That's so fantastic.
So
You can
I'm
make
going
badass
to
duct
wrap
tape.
him up. I'm going to wrap up his, mouth, hands, and
Yeah.
feet kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
so
And
this is
then-
a little bit harder. I'm going to throw the cool vest I got from the junk table a while back over him.
Cool vest. All right,
Nice.
you guys duct tape and cool vest him up, and he's like,
Or just,
Did you,
And at
did you
this
duct
point-
tape his mouth?
Yeah.
that's a 15 disguise check to try and hide the fact that we just bound this man up.
Come on, man. Be cool.
be cool, man. Be cool.
It'll be cool. It's going to be fine.
He's
I-
struggling. It's
I
not
spray-
good.
I spray my Bryn medical inhaler in his eyes, hoping that the cool spray will calm him down, as he is hot.
He is hot. Give me a.
He's
Gosh,
healed
what would that even
1d4?
be?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it heals him.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Shit. Okay.
And I hand him a 20% off voucher at
All of
the
a sudden,
Sauna's End.
as you spray it, with all this going on, all of a sudden he's like, and you see the third eye here on his cheekbone seals, and his eye dials down to being just a bloodshot eye, and he's like, guys, please help me.
Oh, Wyatt, that's amazing. Here, buddy. I'm going to
on,
shove
bud.
4 megavitamins in his mouth after I
Okay.
saw how that worked. And he heals another
Okay.
4 hit points. And then I shove another 4 to give him the maximum of 8 for the day.
Take your pills. Take your pills.
Just take your pills.
Take your fucking pills.
It's going to be fine when you take you home.
It's gonna be fine. He's like, okay, guys, please help. I'm being followed.
Yeah. Don't worry, people. He's just having an episode. We got him.
I think I've got this.
Yeah.
And he goes like this, and then the 4 of you become invisible.
Like I can't see them?
Like you can somehow all see each other, but you all look misty and weird. And you notice that people that saw you go, and then you see a TMC get called over.
We gotta move. We
Sir?
gotta move. We gotta move.
And
We
the
gotta
guy's
move.
like,
Slowly
"Hey, we
shuffle
got
away.
somebody to just stealth
Slowly shuffle
into
away.
Kim and go."
That's
We
right.
have-
That's right.
I don't even know
Quiet
what
my
invisibility
servos.
gives us. A bonus or advantage? I'm not even sure.
It gives you a +4 bonus, something crazy like that.
Why does my stealth button not work? Alright, I got a 25.
So I'll pop on my sheath array. So I'll add 2 to that.
Levi.
Oh no, I can't do that because I have the gear form.
Boing.
Got it. So you guys
I'm at
make
25 stealth.
You guys make it past gates. You guys make it out of town. You walk right out of Chain.
Wow.
Ooh.
To the ship.
All right, let's get over there.
You get to the Bogart. You bring him aboard. And then you see his hands shaking once you're on board, and he's looking around. He's like, "Okay," and then he lets go and he passes out, and you guys all are visible again.
So not
Wow.
a Chris then.
No, this is something else.
I quickly run to the ship and go into the engine bay. And I attach my signal jammer to the communications device
And
on
I'll
the
go
ship,
ahead
which
and
maximizes its range to 12 miles. So,
and I
Fantastic.
I'll stick Wyatt in the chair, the lazy boy.
The restraints come on, and it starts monitoring his vitals. He has 2 separate heartbeats.
Yeah, this thing is. I don't know what it's doing to him. Nothing good.
Yeah, let me take a look. So Dale will go ahead. Like we're on the ship, so Dale will pop the helmet back off here.
Hey,
All right.
Diesel Shot.
I got
Hello,
some
Diesel
stuff. I
Shot.
thank my help. Hey, bud. Good seeing you.
Hey,
So my nanobots at this point can function as an advanced med kit, and apparently, if I spend 10 minutes with a person, I could be treated as if I was a one-patient medical lab.
Nice.
So apparently, I don't know.
You guys find at the bottom of the Lazy Boy an empty pitch black box.
An empty pitch black.
all right.
Dax
Alright.
always leaving his junk around.
It's true. It's true.
I throw it with the rest of the junk
yeah.
pile in the bottom of the cargo ship, so he always has plenty of junk to use.
Nice.
Yeah, just don't stick your hand into the box.
My hand has never been in a box.
Great.
Whoa.
Whoa!
All right. With the DC 30, which is what I was apparently needing for this, I could provide long-term care to a single patient using temporary medical lab.
You have slightly better than temporary medical lab. The Lazy Boy is in essence a lower grade full on medical lab. It can do
Nice.
quite a bit, mostly with monitoring vitals, and it's got the ability to set up IVs and or drip feeds of whatever you need to give him. So combined with your nanobots, and then you guys have a moderate supply of healing stuff on board. You notice that he's got 2 separate heartbeats. His vitals are pinging a storm of brain activity. And he has 2 separate blood types. And the other blood is not only not human, it's also cancerously spreading through his cardiovascular system, and aggressively dominating all of it. The second heart is growing off of the first.
Guys, there's another life form growing in him.
Oh, yeah, it might be that subject thing. this might be the kind of situation where we need to figure out how to get him to Bianca real fast, because I think this might be beyond our... Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to help him.
I mean, I could do some surgery.
You're a licensed surgeon, X?
I am an expert at organ removal, among other things. But no, seriously, I think I could do it.
Should we at least see if Bianca maybe has some better facilities, and then we get our full 40K, unless we operate and kill him and then don't?
I'll keep an eye on him, make sure. I was like, I don't know how long he got.
40,050, if you recall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, maybe give her a call or something.
Using our drift drives, how quickly can we make it back?
Well, she might have someone she wants us to give them to here. I mean, she seems to got people all over the place, so yeah, let's give her a call. We're saying we got his information, we've gone through it. So when we bring up subject 489, it doesn't seem weird.
Yeah, I think.
Do we? Or do we just give him to her?
I would like to at least explain what's going on with him and why I know what that is.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. Because he's going to wake up, he ain't going to know a whole lot. And then she's going to think that's weird. So, yeah.
Well, it's easy enough to say he's in an unstable state to get info, so we just took the information from him by...
He happened to have this disc with all of the data on it.
Amazing.
That was really convenient.
Super convenient.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
All right,
That's glorious.
All right.
The circle is complete.
Yes, all right. We officially have just proven if we ever needed to Bill and Ted ourselves, I think we could.
Remember the garbage.
Only find a DVD player. Right.
All right, so we will ring up Bianca, I guess from the medical bay.
Okay, the screen comes up, and you see a hand go. Oh, hold on. Boys. Hold on. Oh God. Stop it. Okay. Boys,
Sorry.
how are things?
Well, and I'm gonna turn the camera over a little bit just so you can get a picture of Wyatt in the chair.
You tell them that ain't their business. Go. You just go get some more coconut oil, okay? All right.
Wow.
So
making a pie.
found Wyatt, and he's got a little bit of a hitchhiker from the facility on him.
Oh my. Okay.
And we did have a data disc.
You feel you can confidently keep him?
He's stable.
Are
we
you
don't know
safe from him?
We don't know what he's capable of, but
All right, fair.
we can. He helped us get out and turned us all invisible somehow. But I have some skills in psychic intrusion. I tried to talk to him to calm him down, and that's how I became aware of
Oh
the
my.
other thing.
Okay. Well,
More
you're
to
brave
say.
and you're resourceful. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, I didn't know that before I went in, but I do now. He had a data disc on him. Hope you don't mind. We did go through it just because he's not exactly in much of a state to talk.
Of course.
And I can tell you, I'm gonna upload an image. This thing in the data, 489, this is the thing in him. This is what I saw.
God. What are you doing, Fiona?
He's growing additional organs he doesn't need right now.
All right. Here's what you're going to do. Let's see. You're on Gramano.
We're just outside of Chain.
You're on Pramana. All right. And then she actually pulls up a vid screen and she says, all right, we got to get you to a Lashunta city proper. So if you're outside Chain, you're relatively close to Anacone. So head there.
Got it. Hey, Wit, set in some coordinates to Anacone. I'll be right up for liftoff to help you.
Got it. Punching them in.
Wit. Sorry to interrupt. Will there be somewhere we can give this info to there?
There are important things and there are important things. You get there and my contact will reach out to you. The call sign would be Coconut.
Appropriate. Thank you, Bianca.
Oh, thank you.
Happy trails.
And here, gentlemen, excellent job. And then with that, you see 20,000 appear in your cred.
Thank you for the down payment. We will get him to you right away.
Right. Well, that was wild. Okay, so gotta keep him sedated.
Keep him sedated and keep him separated.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. So
Me, oh my.
he's not gonna have a whole lot of time, I don't think, and then gonna need surgery.
Yeah, can I leave that to you? And I know what I can do best, and I can focus on getting us there fast. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I'll keep an eye on him. If he starts to go, you want me just to get in there?
What does that mean?
Well, I guess you could take that a couple different ways, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking surgery, the legitimate kind, but
Well, yes, if he starts to go in that way, yeah, I guess. But if he starts to go in the gonna eat your face way, then maybe lock down the room.
so like just lock us in there, mano y mano kind of thing.
Oh, no, run out first.
Okay. So don't ace him.
Where
Wait.
are you doing this? Where is what room are we in?
He's in the lazy boy, in the
Bedroom.
medical room.
We don't have a medical room.
We have a lazy boy, I guess. I know is the chair you guys had me strapped in.
Is that in the kitchen?
It is nearby the kitchen, yes. It's like in a little bay off the kitchen.
Little side
in the
room.
common area, yeah. Phoenix University still sells those on the web.
We will have a license in no time.
Doo-doo. You get a call. You guys see a multiple braided pale green Lashunta, and she looks old for a Lashunta, but Lashuntas age very gracefully, so it's very hard to pin down their age. So she would be like an old elf. So she must be way older than she looks, if you can see any age at all. Hello, my name is Medica Emelina. I work out of Anacone, and Coconut, I'm working for Bianca.
Thank you, Coconut. We have your individual. He is in rough shape. We're en route right now. He's gonna potentially need medical assistance to stay stabilized and potentially sedated. If he gets agitated,
I got a force cell. It'll work just fine.
Okay, excellent.
Bring him in, and I have all the tools. Come on in.
Thank you.
I've cleared you for landing. Here's your codes, and you can drop right on my roof. What class is your ship?
Bogart, we are I have that information to funnel to you. The Bogart. We are medium transport, a little bulky.
You're right at... I think we can handle it. Do you have a heavy load?
No, not at the moment.
All right, then I should be able to take it. Just keep your pilot on hand if we got a bit of a problem, but otherwise land right here. She gives you the coordinates.
All right, thank you.
Hey, 09, you want to check, make sure we're not followed.
Checking.
All right. Copy all that, Wit. Set us up here.
roll for it, 09?
So that's the equivalent of like a you like the ship combat stuff, right? Where did we save the
Oh yeah, ship combat.
to do their scanners?
Yeah, the jamming thing. Yeah, hold on, let me find that
Not
for
the
you.
jamming specifically, but to we have like a sensor ping in ship combat's right there. Look at me.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Bam.
Magic officer.
I forgot how small this was.
Countermeasure defense. Computers check to learn information about enemy ships. Guess that's not exactly what I was thinking.
Go for it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, science officer would do like lock-ons, targeting systems, and stuff, and countermeasures. So that would
Go ahead and do scan. I like that.
probably in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a science officer job.
Science runs off of, or is it just a roll? You get to add your bonus, don't you?
You do. Science likely runs off of, let's see, magic officer, computers.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Yeah, engineering's engineering.
What? That's horseshit.
So I'm gonna roll that, and I add the ship. Or is that what I'm seeing?
The if you're doing, the ship grants a +2 bonus to computers.
Okay, so this +2. Did it work?
Nothing
Just
yet. Oh,
thinking
there
about
it
it.
is. So a 28.
Right.
28.
Nice.
You sense that there is nothing tailing your ship, 09. However, when you trace back your entry vector and then your path from where you were to where you currently are, there was a very tiny thing that is about the size of a basketball or a beach ball. It's smaller than a ship. And it followed a trail up to the point that you pinged on the jammer. And then it is currently stopped in orbit above chain by TMC.
Everything clear except for that small tracker we've had on our tail.
It's currently not following you because it can't find you. Or at least it seems to be.
He's slightly lost since I added the jammer.
You guys zip across and you are above Anacone. It is a large Lashunta city-state, and this is the first time you see none of the major corporations present in any of the banners or ads.
Wow, like a breath of fresh air.
You do see some like other smaller corporations, but nothing that is a subsidiary even.
Yeah, it's just not the same ads I've seen 80 times.
And as you guys land, you see the spot, and it's literally like a medical emergency drop-off point landing zone on top of the very building in which he'd be rushed into. And you guys are rushed into a 3-story functional hospital.
Nice.
And you are greeted by the Lashunta. She's like, my team will take care of things from here on in. Gentlemen, you're welcome to stay on your ship. Seems that you are fine on weight, but my gosh, she's a pretty big girl. I understand you have a pilot on... You have a TIB pilot, don't you?
Yes, yeah, we do.
Right, we're just fine then. If he's going to stay aboard, then I'll just keep in contact with him. And you guys are welcome to come down and join us in service, or stay in your ship, be it as you may. And as of right now, I am... hold on. Arrival. Emelina. Coconut. I understand I was to do that. So, thank you, gentlemen, and I will keep you apprised of things. And then she goes, and she sieves you a little contact number.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Exterminator, you may want
I guess
to
I'll
explain.
recall my nanobots.
Good luck.
What's that?
You may want to explain what you found so to save them some time.
Oh, yeah, good call. And then I'll rattle off whatever medical stuff that I should know.
One of her subordinates comes over to you with a chart and is signing things in with a stylus into a holographic chart that is converting the text into type, and is jotting down everything you say. At this point, you guys all see the remaining 20,050 credits appear,
Yes.
Perfect.
Lovely.
and that is where we will wrap.
Excellent.
Hey, we actually managed to stay stealthy.
And you got paid.
That never happens.
What is this game?